Good morning, everybody. It's Eatallthebirds. We're going to make pork butt today on the Weber kettle grill. It's 4:30 in the morning. Got people coming over at 5:30 in the afternoon. Let's get started. Alright, I'm doing two approximately 9-pound pork butts. Do them at the same time on my Weber kettle grill. Okay, for me, the fat cap on top, if it's really thin, I'll leave it on. The one on the right's kind of thick, so I'm going to take some of it off. Now I'm going to put the camera down so I can do it. It's too early in the morning and I cannot tripod right now. Okay, see, nothing crazy. I just took some off, and that'll help in the cooking process. Tastes real nice. Now I'm going to pat it dry with paper towels, rub it with some olive oil, and then make the rub. Alright, I rub these with olive oil just to make the rub stick. You could use yellow mustard for this. It doesn't really matter. It just makes the rub stick. That's the main thing. Alright, there's the rub. And I made more than I need. I do this fairly often. My measurement was 1 cup coarse ground black pepper, 1 cup kosher salt, and then a 1/4 cup each of paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. Okay, generously seasoned. This is a lot of meat. It takes a lot of seasoning. All sides, pat it in really good. Now you can definitely throw this in your oven at 250 degrees for 10-11 hours and it would be good. But I'm going to move out to the patio, get the grill ready. I'm going to do my kind of unique method. I did not invent it, by the way, but I'm going to do a method called the snake on the Weber Q. That means I don't have to mess with it all day, and I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, while I'm getting the barbecue ready, I threw some hardwood chips. This is hickory. I threw that in some warm water, and I got a couple of quarts of water on the boil. That'll be in the pans underneath the meat. Let's do the barbecue. Alright, there's the snake method. So I take briquettes and I go all the way around the outside. This is good for about 9 hours of cooking. I do a row of 3. Usually the snake would have 4 briquettes in it. That's for a nice normal day. I don't live in a nice normal place. I live in Phoenix, so I do a row of 3 because it's going to be about 105 degrees today. And you can see that. So I'll get some more briquettes, about 4 or 6 of them in the chimney starter. I'm sorry, I haven't had coffee yet and I'm having trouble talking. I'll get the chimney starter going. I'll throw some hot coals on the end of this, just one end. You don't want to light both ends. That would double the temperature. And I'll show you that. Okay, there it is. I've got some wood smoke on the first maybe 4 hours of the cook. I've got 2 pans in there. They don't have to cover the entire bottom of the meat. They're just there to help kind of humidify the grill. And I did put boiling water in there. It helps with the overall temperature. Now I'll throw the rack on and get the meat out. Okay, usually you'd throw them right down the middle so they're not over the coals. That way you can leave them there the whole time and not have to mess with it. Since I'm being so greedy, I've got to put them off to the side, and I've got to move them before the snake burns around to the meat. So I'll just transfer them over to the coals that have already been burnt, and it'll accomplish the same goal. Now I did mess up. I have to flip these fat side up, and once I do that, I'm going to close the lid and probably take a nap. Alright, I'm going to check on that every 2 hours, and then I'm going to wrap that in foil after 5. I'm guessing it's going to take about 11 to 12 hours total. So I'll be checking with you throughout the process. Right on the money. Okay, they're looking real good. It's been about 5.5 hours. You see the fat cracked there. That means it's time to take them off and wrap them in foil tightly, and then I'll mess with the coals a little bit and put them back on. We're about halfway done. Alright, when I get an internal temperature of 195, that's when I pull them. Then we're going to let them set for almost an hour. I made that charcoal snake a lot bigger than I needed. I'm definitely going to pull those black ones out and save them for next time. There it is, made a bunch. You can throw it on a bun with some coleslaw and some barbecue sauce. That's it. I hope you guys try it. See ya.